Alright, so there we have one head installed, torqued down, everything. So I'm just gonna grab push rods. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait. Yeah. 1, 2. That don't seem right. Anyways, just super simple at this point. Just set the push rods in. Hey, if I get the rag out of the way. But anyhow, yeah, just set these in place. Make sure they're seated down on the lifter. Like so. And then now I gotta do the fun part and clean up all this gasket mess, and repeat the same process on that side.
So check this out, you guys. I've banged up my oil pan. In the past, I've pushed the skid plate up into the bottom of my oil pan, which has made it collapse the bottom. So what I did to prevent that this time is threw some extra steel on the bottom. So now when my skid plate pushes up to this, it should help protect this from pushing up. So. And yeah, I went with diamond plate. I think it's cool stuff. And now I can say, come tread on me. Okay. I need to get coolant, I need to get oil. Gonna need that stuff.
Yeah, some oil. Some oil and some marble mystery oil.
Yeah.
Just because how sludged up this motor is, it'll help it. Just because of how sludged up this motor is, it should help it.
Yeah.
And then we should do an oil change, I don't know, after a couple trails or something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe after a trail. Alright, so I got the rockers, whatever these are called, and then anyways, the rocker and parts all separated. I got them all cleaned up, wiped them all down with acetone. Anyways, so I already got cylinder number 1 at top dead, because I dropped the distributor down in, so I'm going to go ahead and put the rocker arms on cylinder number 1. Alright, so what I'm doing here is setting the valve latch. So I read an article on a form that the guy that wrote it up was saying to go until you can't spin the push rod. So slowly go as you spin the push rod, and once it stops spinning, so right there, back it off until you can barely spin it. I'm gonna even go just a little bit looser than that. Yeah, there we go. And then he said go one full revolution tighten, and then what that'll do is push the push rod down into the lifter, and then it won't make the lifter tick. It'll seat, the ball will seat down into the lifter properly, and the lifter will properly work and yeah, do its job to push the rockers. So I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of these on both banks adjusted. It's kind of time consuming and very boring, so I'm just going to go ahead and do it, and then I'll show you guys the next step. Alright you guys, so as you can see, I got most of the wiring stuff all done up. Distributor's still loose. One of Thomas's buddies is going to swing by and make sure I put it in right, because I'm young and I've only messed with distributors a couple of times. Anyways, so I got top end wiring, that stuff most of the way done. So we still have the oil pan off. New pan's right here. Thomas went ahead and put a little plate on the bottom of it, so hopefully it'll prevent the pickup tube from falling off and getting destroyed. But this oil pump is different than the pump we originally had on the other still pan. So I'm gonna go ahead, pull this pump off. Yeah, pull that pump off, swap it out, and get that pan put on. Alrighty guys, so I did end up pulling the pump off, and the pumps are exactly the same. So what's different is wherever I put it, right here, the pickup tube that came off this motor is what's different. The pictures I was seeing off Napa, they were the same, but I did a little bit more research, and this right here is tighter and it's more flat. So when it comes out of the pump like so, it only sits right here, which now that I see that, that's two different sizes. So we have two different pumps. So hopefully we can make that work. Anyways, that's not going to be here till next week. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up wiring, or all my wiring stuff basically finished up. I just got to reroute some stuff, but I can put those hydraulic stuff back on. I got to do torque converter bolts, hook up coolant hoses. There's a few just little things that I can still do. Headers can go back on. Anyways, I can get the interior put back together while we wait. So I'm gonna go ahead and get back to finishing my list.
So we are back at it, you guys, and Matt's here with his orange gloves on and putting in work. So he just got the steering all put back in. Basically got the steering filter in, the cooler, and the pump. So the steering system on the bot's pretty easy. It basically makes a square here, all ties in real nice. You don't have to pull it apart to take the engine out, so that was kind of cool. What are we waiting on, Matt, for part wise?
AutoZone to give us a pickup tube. That's it.
So we are literally, you guys, up against the gun. We've got 4 days to have this car cleaned up, put back together, fluids all in it, and pressure's on. Kind of feels like getting ready for Easter Jeep Safari back in 2009. But as you can see, the oil pump is here. The filter that came on the Vortec 96 motor was a bit long.
Pickup tube.
Or the pickup tube, you can see it's a bit long. So the one we're looking for is literally makes a quick 90 right here. Super short, goes right into the pump. And then we can put that on, and then we can get our new pan, which we plated and got it all beefed out. We can get the new pan put on and get this thing full of oil. We also need to flush the radiator. I've put all kinds of stuff in it, including eggs and black pepper. So it's got all kinds of shit in there. We're gonna flush it out and get some appropriate fluids in this car so she's ready for a year of wheeling. This was kind of like well overdue maintenance slash run the car a little too hard, so. Matt's gonna keep trucking, get everything else bolted up to the point where we can, and then seriously, last minute, we'll get that pickup tube in there and bolt this baby all together. It's not even coming in until Tuesday, tomorrow, so we'll have Wednesday and Thursday to get the car completely ready. But anyways, tag along with Matt as we get things bolted in and kind of see how the car gets assembled. We've got engine head mounts on the back there, you guys. I hang it from the dash bar. Seem to work really well so far. Matt, it's right here, bud. So in the process of building these little kits, most of the motors that we're using.
All right, you guys. So I've been working away on the bot and went to go put that still oil pan on that Thomas bought, and come to find out it's they're a little different between the TBI and the Vortec as to the bottom of the block drill locations or hole locations. So I have a gasket here that was off the TBI motor that was in it, and if I can do this one-handed, I mean, it's not, doesn't sit in there perfect, but it'll give you guys an idea. So these two holes line up. These are the only two holes that line up. And so with that being said, that still pan, wherever it is, anyways, that still pan does not fit on this modern Vortec block. So we're gonna get full committed, and this pan is gonna become custom. So I'm going to lob off both ears. We don't need those anymore, they're just gonna be in our way. I'm gonna clean the outside of it really good, and do some math from the old pan, or actually I'll do math from right here. I'll show you. I'll throw a straight edge on the bottom of the pickup tube and measure up to the block, and that'll tell me how deep from this surface down I need to be. So I'll do that and then figure out the math, and then cut right above the drain plug, and then cut out that section that I need to cut out. And there's gonna be a little gap right here, so I don't know what exactly I'm going to do yet, but I'll figure it out. But long story short, a lot of jabbering. The other pan doesn't fit. This is the only one we have that will fit, and I gotta cut it down and weld it back up. It's gonna be a fun process. Alright, so I got the tabs on both sides cut down. I still left a little bit of rib because the rib is what creates strength. So I got a line marked, my cut line, my first cut line marked. So this is, I'm going to keep that bottom section. And then this is about, actually it might end up being an inch higher because of that. This, I marked this line first. This is what is where I would like the bottom of the pan to be, ideally, right on that black line, that line right there. So I'll probably end up having to cut it up an inch or so, whatever that distance is. So I'm going to go ahead and precisely cut this lower section off, and then I'll do some math and measuring and make this second cut, and then clean it insanely well and try and see if I can't stick these two pieces back together. Let's get to it. And there we have it, you guys. All I gotta do is prep it, modify a couple things. I think we're gonna shave these down just to make sure that those are low enough. Same with on this. This one for sure is higher, but it kind of fits at least. I think I might flatten these down a little bit, and then this, once I get this piece sanded down, I'll be able to look at that better. If there's a little gap, honestly, I might just make sure it's really clean and just fill it. It's really thick aluminum, so it shouldn't be that hard to fill. But yeah, and then I was looking at this. If I cut right here, I can take a flat piece of plate on the inside or something and weld it up, clean it up, make sure it looks good, and should work just fine, I think, in theory. So I'm gonna get to cleaning. Alrighty guys, so I made a little plate and got it, the little plate, got it welded in. This cast sucks to weld, but we're gonna make it work. I'm gonna go ahead and get it where I love it, which is about there. Tack it and start going to town welding this bad girl out. Alright guys, so I was trying to weld up this pan last night, and originally was going decent, and then it just went straight to crap. Come to find out, it was just operator error. I didn't have it clean enough, but we ran it next door to one of Thomas's friends, and he's a really good welder and taught me a thing or two. But he welded it up, finished welding it up, went over a few spots that didn't look so great for me, or that I did. I got water sitting in it right now, just looking for some leaks. So far so good. So I'm going to let this sit for probably 10 minutes maybe. Longer the better, obviously, but let it sit for a little bit, get the bot cleaned up, get the gasket material, all the gasket material out, get another gasket coming, and or pick one up if the parts store has one. But yeah, so the pan. Alright you guys, so I've been working at it. Everything on the bottom of the motor is all tied up. Coolant lines are put back together, hanging right, oil pans on. I had do a little bit of trimming on the baffle so the pickup tube would fit, but that's all good. Starter's all in, wired up. pan sits good. It's a little close, but I think maybe we might throw a bar right there. I might try and talk Thomas into that just to kind of help protect it as much as it can. Yeah, so now all I really got to do is like just the belt, plugs, wires, or plug wires, throw the cap and rotor, or cap on. Man, throw the cap on, wires, and honestly I think we should be good to go. Now I'm looking at it. Yeah. Oh, the PCB valve. I need to throw those in, but yeah, it's getting super close. What we are going to do, undo this coolant hose and just let it hang over there, and we're gonna flush the system out with some water, the coolant system, just because who knows what got in it. And yeah, so it'll be a good thing to do. So we're gonna do that when we fire it up and get it timed, and yeah, should be ready to go soon.
All right, Matt's got this thing freaking buttoned up, and we're excited to get this thing fired over and see what it's gonna sound like, honestly. So he's got it buttoned up. We're working on getting it pulled out of this little spot here, and we're gonna take it outside so we can run it, fill it full of water, and the last thing we really need to do to it is flush this radiator. Like I said earlier, is like it's full of a bunch of stuff, so we're gonna flush it, make sure it's all good to go that way, and put the right coolant in it.
You just want to push it?
Little bit of gas and oh, you're good. Yeah, you're off. Okay, right there, and come for, oh, there you go. Hold up now, I'll move some of this stuff and give you some room. I'm gonna hurry and move some stuff so Matt can get this forklift swung up in here. Look at that thing all drooped out. Yep. Super light, they don't have any fluids in the back end. So the bot only weighs like 3,200 pounds, you guys. It's a super light car. It's got a fresh new junkyard motor in it, and we're excited to get this thing out and fire her up. Matt's put a ton of work in, and I think we've got it dialed in. He's about to see the light of day for the first time in a week. So we're about to throw this water, the radiator I got tucked up behind my seat, you guys, and then I've got like this cool little scoop that pushes the hot air down, and then the cap right here is just a small little sneak spot. So we're gonna fill it up, run it for a minute, make sure everything's good that way.
Gotta
time it, and then we'll pull one of the lower radiator hoses and let it cycle out. We really need to get the old stuff out of there and get some new good coolant in there. And we're moving right along. So Trail Ready Beadlock sent us some new rings back in September for Trail Hero, and we're still rocking them. I've got some pretty good trail rides on them, but my last ones were just tore up. So we got new hardware and rings, and basically we're gonna go through and bolt check it one more time, pressure wash it, get all the panels back up in here, and we'll see you guys at the show. But first we want to see and show you guys this bad boy run and start.
Idle air control compensates for it. Crank it again, see if it's got any fuel.
Has it got fuel? I don't hear the pump. I'm not hearing the pump.
Tires, crack it loose. Can you do that?
What?
The only thing scarier than a man with a knife is a man with a dull knife.
That's when you cut yourself.
Good blade.
Oh my gosh, I was standing inside and this kid out here just fired up the bot. So he realized he had the wires were off one, so we just got everything clocked and turned, and I guess we got a running car. Now and yeah, that's rad, Matt. Good work, bud. Woo! I was stressed out. Matt's been stressed out, and I think he's got it knocked out. So we're gonna keep buttoning this thing up. We're gonna pressure wash it, get it cleaned up as best we can, do some touch-up paint, tidy things up, and we'll see you guys at the Off-Road Expo. Thanks for watching always, you guys, and stay fabbing. Check out the next video here and make sure you subscribe. And if you guys want gear, check out the website.
Searching for greatness in a sea of the dying and shameless, a sea of the aimless. I don't wanna be one of